Can everybody be quiet for just a second? Can everybody be quiet for just a second? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever in-person episode of the Wise Talk podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no speakers, unfortunately, so we ask that you please be quiet because we need to talk a little loudly, and you won't be able to hear us if we don't talk as loud as we normally can. So first off, this is a sports podcast, so this is everything related to sports. We'll be talking NFL, college football. We will also be interviewing Coach Stewart over here, and we will be coaching Mr. Nowak, but he's not here right now. Also, we will be heading into NBA. First off, I'm going to give a little introductions to our cast members. From the right of me is Executive Vice President and Executive Producer Tayshawn Kingsby.
Yeah.
Right across from me is also Executive Vice President Trey Spruer. Right here in the black, this ugly dude right here, Executive Producer and lead NBA analyst Elijah Johnson. From the left of him, it's Henry Shiloh, our President of Talent Relations. Yeah. Our lead soccer analyst right here, Maxwell Berrywright. And our lead baseball analyst, Zach Deneau. Okay, so are we ready to head into it?
Let's get into it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, Henry, let's go. Okay, we're kicking things off with the NFL. And first, you know that we have to talk about the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay will head into Tampa to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Currently, the Buccaneers could be without their top three receivers going into the game. Mike Evans is suspended. Julio Jones is questionable, and Chris Godwin is out. Aaron Rodgers does not have good history against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as he's gone 2-3, over 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 74.4 passer rating. Wow, that's pretty damn bad.
That's it.
Excuse my language. So we're going to talk. We're going to head to Tayshawn here. So, what are your thoughts about this upcoming game for Green Bay and Tampa?
Overall, I still got Green Bay, but, Tom Brady, he going to do what Tom Brady do. He going to make his magic happen. But he don't got Mike Evans.
It's going to be
nothing
tough.
he can do.
I don't know. Last week, Tom Brady kind of sucked, against the Saints, as he usually does, though.
He sucked against the Cowboys, too.
Yeah,
He's
never sucked against the Packers.
Not a good start, So,
yeah, I'm going to talk about Tom Brady. If y'all know me, y'all know how I feel about Tom Brady. I'm going to talk about him.
Right. I think the Packers steal this one, After our first game, we usually have a bad first week, We get over that hump, and then we have a good couple games. I think A-Rod's going to come out firing. Alan Lazard's going to come up big. And I think also Sammy Watkins, Aaron Jones going to have the same game. I'm feeling good about this week.
Yeah, I got the Packers too, but I think it's going to be a really close game. I think it could go to overtime. It's going to come down to defense probably, But I think the Packers have it in them, and I think Tom Brady is usually good with bad receivers, but he really has like 3 or 4 of his top receivers out. So there's really no shot.
Yeah, so most likely his top receiver going into this game is going to be Russell Gage, new acquisition. I got him on my fantasy team. Who? Oh, God. You casuals. Good Lord. Actually, screw all that. I'm here to talk about Tom Brady. That's what I'm here to talk about. Everybody know his situation in the offseason. He retired, then he retired and then speculated that he was going to return all this time. Maybe I should retire. Nah. Maybe I should. Nah. Okay, screw it. I'm coming back. So everybody knows that I have a very, very interesting opinions about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And I'm here to slander him. I'm not going to lie. I'm here to slander him.
I'd like to hear that.
Tom Brady is the most overrated quarterback in the league right now.
Talk your talk.
As currently the top 100 NFL players voted by the players, the players idiotically voted Brady number 1 for some reason.
Number one?
Number one, ahead of Aaron Donald, Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, he's like 45, bro.
Sympathy.
45, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Hey, hashtag not my goat.
Okay, first, everybody take the headphones off.
Oh.
Take the headphones
Oh.
off. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Everybody can hear me good? Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I'm here to talk about Tom Brady. I'm slandering him. I just said he's the most overrated quarterback heading in the NFL.
Yeah.
He
The
was
audience
voted
does not
number
like that
one
one,
by
Kevin.
the Players Top 100. That's idiotically wrong. That's I can't believe they even did that. There's no way in hell that he's better than Aaron Rodgers. There's no way in hell that he's better than Justin Herbert. There's ain't no way in hell he's better than Josh Allen. And honestly,
Let him know.
Mr. Dineen got me on about this here. I'm taking Deshaun Watson over Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Hey, I'm just saying. Look, okay, all right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Let him explain
Okay,
himself.
okay, guys.
Settle down.
Everybody. Okay, I want y'all to listen to me here.
We listening to you, K. Brown.
Deshaun Watson, the last time we've seen him, he led the league in passing yards with Brandon Cooks as his wide receiver one. Brandon Cooks ain't meant to be a wide receiver one. And tell me, I want y'all to answer this question. All three of y'all.
yeah.
What's up?
And most of y'all know football in here. If Deshaun Watson and Tom Brady were to swap places, who finishes better, Tampa or Cleveland?
I mean, to be fair though, we haven't seen Deshaun Watson in a good year and a half.
I
so-
don't care.
I don't know if he's gotten that much worse though. If you think about it,
But like, you're missing a year
because
and a
I
half
do
of
think.
football.
I mean, that brings up a good point. I think Tampa's going to finish with a better record, 100%. But they do just have a better team overall too.
Yeah.
Way
better
that.
defense.
Way better defense.
Yeah.
But if you replace Deshaun and Tom, honestly, I'm gonna go Tampa.
Okay.
What about you, Shane?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, if I want the safe option, I'm taking Tom Brady.
Why?
Not
Of
gonna
course
lie.
you be safe.
Yeah, well, because Deshaun Watson hasn't played in a year and a half.
But Deshaun Watson is elite.
Yeah, he was elite.
Do you
He
think,
was
do you think he's gotten
He
worse?
was.
He is
Bro,
elite.
he hasn't played in a year and a half. Do you
Yeah,
think
but
he's
he's
gotten
got
better?
No. You are not getting away with that.
Bro,
you ain't getting away with
Have you
that.
seen him? Have you seen him? Have you seen
Wait,
him?
hold on.
Have you seen him in the preseason? He was not good in
The
the preseason.
preseason?
It's the closest to actual football he's been into.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see where you're coming
Okay,
from, but
okay.
you're wrong.
Okay.
I see where you're coming from, but you're wrong.
Okay.
The last time we saw Deshaun Watson, he was a top 3 quarterback.
Okay.
I agree.
The last time. When was the last time?
2019.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
2020.
2020.
All right.
That's a long time ago.
It's not that long.
It's
That's
not
not
that long
It's not
ago.
that long, but it's still.
And we'll see
it's
him,
still
what,
a
week
long-
11?
That's a long
It's
time.
that long.
That was the pandemic. That was a long time ago.
Maybe, but that's not a long time ago. So y'all ready to head to the next game?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, next game. Honestly, I'm most excited for this one. The Buffalo Bills will face the Miami Dolphins. Both of them are 2-0. Buffalo is favored. Tua, as a shocker to everybody, Tua Tagovailoa is leading pro football in passing yards. Very shocking. He just came off the greatest game of his life against Baltimore.
So far.
Having 460 yards and 6 touchdowns. Comeback victory, I think they came back from 20. So
Yeah.
that's pretty damn impressive. But Buffalo, they've been dominant ever since the start of the season. They destroyed the reigning champions. Then they just wiped Tennessee out the water. Buffalo, I love Josh Allen. I think someone that we know closely thinks Josh Allen is overrated. Also, involving Buffalo, Micah Hyde is also questionable, so that should be something to keep your eye on.
It's going to be a high-scoring game.
I will say
agree.
it's either going to be a high-scoring game or the Bills are going to kill him.
Yeah.
It's going to be one or the other. There's no.
It's going to be up to Tua if he can keep up with Josh
Yeah,
Allen. But
exactly.
it's going to be 30, 40 points. At,
Yeah.
I
both
give
teams.
it like super high scoring game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised
Well-
if like it came down to like the final minute, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
100%.
it
Well,
came down to the
Wait,
final
where's the
minute.
game again?
Buffalo versus Miami is in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
Factor.
see if Miami can keep up with Buffalo, because especially
Yeah.
if Tua and Hill and Waddle are going to be keeping up with the defense, because the Bills are going to be one of the best defenses they're going to face.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
for sure.
Yeah.
Off to the next game, San Francisco versus Denver, Sunday night football game. San Francisco is also favored.
Yeah.
Also, let me take this opportunity to call out new Broncos head coach Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett, y'all know very well, former Packers offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers should immediately be in everybody's top 3 quarterback list because he made Nathaniel Hackett a head coach. Nathaniel Hackett has been awful his first 2 games.
Also, Russ has been very bad too.
Yes,
not just
absolutely.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Absolutely.
Russ has been underperforming.
The whole offense.
Yeah.
Really.
The whole team.
Well, not Cortland Sutton. Let's not throw any shame on Cortland Sutton because that's my guy.
Nah.
He's been
We're
performing
throwing
good.
shame.
Jerry
We're throwing
Judy's
shame.
just been hurt, But besides that, keep going.
Yeah. Also with San Francisco, Trey Lance is out for the entire season.
Is it official? He's out for
Yes,
the season?
it's official.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So Jimmy Garoppolo, apparently that new restricted contract looks like a genius move.
Yep.
With Jimmy G,
They knew
we
he
all
needed
know you have a ceiling with Jimmy G, and we all know what it is. He's good enough where you can get there with them, but he won't win you it.
Yep.
I agree.
I mean, he's a
So-
great regular season quarterback too. So, like,
I
see.
mean-
I ain't gonna say great.
I think so. I think so.
Great is a strong.
Great is a strong
Think about their
word.
success.
A good solid,
the last
solid
3 or 4
quarterback
years.
is.
You know what I mean?
Like, he ain't average, but he
That's why they're definitely winning Sunday night. I don't think it's even going to be a close game. I'm not going to lie.
Wait,
unless
who?
Russ,
Oh.
Yeah,
unless
San
Russ really
Francisco
steps
versus
up.
Denver. It's in Denver.
Yeah.
by the way.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends if Russ can
Just
step up
the
or
way
not.
that Denver's been playing.
It
It's
depends if
embarrassing.
Russ can step up or not.
I don't think Russ.
He's not
I don't think
gonna.
Russ.
I don't know. He's
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, here's the
but
thing,
I feel like he's been like getting like he's just got to. This is a new team. He's been with Seattle his whole life. He's been with Pete his whole life. He's got to adjust. So I think
Yeah.
he'll be fine. I think
it'll
it'll take. I think
he
it'll
had
take
the whole
time.
preseason. He had
Right, you got
what I mean?
preseason.
I guess.
You got training camps.
It looks
all
like
this.
they just threw him into it, and
Just
he looked
we'll.
lost.
I mean, I think he'll have a. I think he'll have a better game. He's had two not so great games. I think he'll bounce back this one.
Well, I mean, against Seattle, he wasn't all too bad, but I think a lot of things didn't go in Wilson's favor. But
Including
against
his
Houston,
team
he
not trusting him to.
yeah.
go for it.
But in Houston, he was godright awful.
Yeah.
And off to the next game, Rams versus Cardinals.
Ooh.
The Cardinals coming off of a huge upset win against the upset people say against the Raiders.
No.
The Rams, they nearly choked against Atlanta, but they were able to bounce back after Jalen Ramsey. Apparently, he's him again.
No.
Don't disrespect.
Yeah.
Don't
He's
disrespect. He's still.
Nah,
he's still top of the top.
He's
Wait,
number two.
QB2.
He's number
He's
two.
CB2.
CB2.
yeah,
He's CB2.
behind
I
Jair.
can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after Jair's last.
Yeah. Rams is favored. 3.5 spread.
Okay.
Stafford is also leading football in interceptions right now.
Ooh.
He on this Jameis Winston type time.
Yeah.
He has 5 already. That's
30
not a good
30
sign.
for 30? Question mark.
5 already.
Five.
Yeah.
5 is
30
crazy.
for 30 is not bad.
5 is crazy.
That's
These
still
teams,
30
I think
touchdowns.
these teams are like two can be elite teams, but they're also like they're day to day or they're week to week. You know, the Rams first week they didn't look so good. Didn't they lose the first week? Or
Yeah.
They lost. That was a bad loss.
Yeah,
The second week they came back. They played all right. The Cardinals the first week they played bad.
Awful.
The second week they made a miracle comeback.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be an interesting game to see who steps up.
Also, let's address you, Henry.
Oh.
You picked the Arizona Cardinals to win the NFC West.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you also picked them to be the 3rd seed in the NFC. Better than Green Bay even. Didn't you say that?
I thought Green Bay was number 1, to be honest.
Wait,
I thought Green Bay was number 1.
You said Arizona was the number 2 seed
Yeah.
and Green Bay was
That's
number
correct.
1.
That is correct.
Please explain that because I need big explaining.
We all
I'm
know what
listening.
happened in the offseason with Kyler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think there's nothing more motivational than a little bit of online bullying. You know what I mean? Okay, that's good.
Wow.
Okay.
We know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I know
All right,
what I mean.
Kyler has a lot of pressure on him, more than
Yeah.
ever before, right? I think we've seen last game that he can step up when the team needs it. You know what I mean? They were down multiple scores with what?
Talk a little loud.
Okay, yeah. They were down multiple scores with like a minute to go in the third quarter or something like that.
Yeah.
And he stepped up. Like, he really reminded me of Aaron Rodgers in the way that, like, he can make a play out
I mean,
of nothing.
Well,
Not
okay,
just in that
okay.
way, just in
I
that
know
way.
what you mean. He created out of
He
nothing.
created
You
something
see the
out of
plays that he
nothing,
made.
and his team wasn't helping him that much, but it seemed like Kyler really took over.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think, like, if you have the ability to do that, like, that's why he's still top 5 in my MVP race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know. I've always liked Cliff Kingsbury. I do like him. I do
know.
like him. I think he's a good coach. I think they got it.
he's all
You're
right.
you the only one who thinks
our
that.
podcast needed a hot take in the NFC. You know what I mean? And so I decided,
That-
yeah,
but
I
the
decided
hot
to give that
take
to you.
wasn't that good, but okay.
I just wanted to give us something to talk about. You know?
Tayshawn, how about you about this game?
Unlike this man over here, I got the Rams. You know, defense. That defense is just too crazy, too elite. They just threw money at everybody. Just threw money at everybody. You know, but that type of defense, I feel like it can carry them, even if Matt Stafford isn't gonna have like the best of the best games, throwing 5 interceptions already throughout 2 weeks. But if Matt Stafford can step it up, I ain't gonna lie, it might be a blowout. It might be a blowout. It might be a blowout.
Okay. So we're going to take this last game a little quick, and then we're going to move on to college football.
All right.
Tonight's game is Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. Cleveland
wait.
is favored.
Battle of the mids right there.
Cleveland is favored by 4.5. Cleveland just came in off of a very embarrassing choke job against the Jets. They were up
Imagine
by
losing to the Jets,
14. They were up by 14,
Imagine
and
losing to
then
the Jets, bro.
in less than 2 minutes, the Jets end up coming back.
I mean, it's just the most Cleveland thing ever.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're sad.
yeah.
They're a sad franchise.
It wasn't like surprising to me.
Yeah.
Just kind of gave
I
me
feel like-
nostalgia back to 2017.
I feel like Pittsburgh's going to take that game. I don't know. I feel like Steelers aren't really. I mean, the Cleveland isn't really in it right now.
Yeah, I do have Pittsburgh winning too, even though Mitch Trubisky not really the answer.
Yeah.
Really been what he's been his whole life, mid for the first 2 games.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
How many weeks do you think it'll take for him to be replaced?
Who?
After this
Trubisky?
game. I feel like after this
Do you
game.
think this will be his last game
Yes.
as starter?
I think he's
Yes.
going to play 2 more games, and then Kenny Pickett comes in.
The fans be chanting, picking
Yeah,
name too loud.
I
Yeah,
think
they don't
I
like-
think Tomlin, even though Tomlin is very stubborn in his own ways, I think he'll listen. He'll know what's right.
All right.
With Cleveland,
Yeah.
I don't think they could really. I don't think they can ride behind Nick Chubb the way that they do against the Steelers' defense. Because even with T.J. Watt out, they still performed particularly well. Let alone it was the Patriots who they faced last week.
Right.
So I think Pittsburgh can pull this off. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I say 17-13.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
I agree.
I don't know. I got Cleveland. Not gonna lie. You have Mitch Trubisky as a quarterback. That's all I have to say.
I mean,
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
Cleveland's
that's
quarterback
fair.
again?
I was about to say.
Who? Cleveland, Jacoby Brissett.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Jacoby
I'm
Brissett.
a Jacoby Brissett believer.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for our NFL talk.
Uh-huh.
Up next is college football.
Yep.
All right.
As we welcome in our lead MLB and college football analyst, Zach Deneau. And also bringing in Pius theology teacher, Mr. Dineen.
Hey, thanks for having me, Cabrion.
And also bringing in Pius Union supervisor, Coach Jay.
Let's go, Jay Sicey in the building. Let's go, Jay Sicey in the building.
All right. Okay. Now, we're going to kick things off with my college. I'm very disappointed in them as of this moment. Wisconsin is going in,
Should be.
and I should be. Yeah, they're heading in to Ohio State. They're an 18.5 favorite. Ohio State is also leading the nation in total offensive yards. Wisconsin can be without their top 2 and 3 defensive backs. And Wisconsin does have the 11th best defense in the nation, and they're tied for 10th in forced turnovers. So we're going to start off with Zach here. What are your thoughts about this upcoming game?
I think louder.
Yeah.
I think Wisconsin really just needs to get stops on defense and get lucky on offense. Really, they're not gonna be able to move the ball against Ohio State.
Not at all.
Offense isn't good enough. If Braylon Allen can get a couple big runs, maybe then they have a possibility. But I don't think they really have a shot against Ohio State. Okay.
Yeah, speak a little louder, though. Repeat what you said a little louder.
If Braylon Allen can get some big runs off, then I think Wisconsin has a bigger shot against Ohio State. But I think Ohio State has it in the bag.
Mr. Dineen, how about you?
Yeah, I don't know. That 18.5 number is pretty big. I think Wisconsin's going to have to have the same approach that Notre Dame had week 1. Sit double safety back, let Ohio State be patient, and take time on offense. That's really the only shot they have is to run the ball. But, I mean, even going based off that Notre Dame-Ohio State game, the only, I guess you could say decent. I mean, they're 1-2. They don't look too good, but their defense did. It's going to be tough for Wisconsin to compete. They haven't beaten Ohio State since 2010, and that was at home in Madison. Braylon Allen's going to have a day. The linemen up front, it's going to be a tall task to ask them to handle that Ohio State defense. C.J. Stroud showed a lot of patience, especially in that Notre Dame game. He waited his time to attack
everybody.
He waited his time to attack them and go over the top, and that was one of the touchdowns they got towards the end of the game to take the lead. So I think, Ohio State knows what Wisconsin's going to do. Wisconsin, I don't think, has a shot. 18.5 is a lot of points. I don't know. Ohio State by 17.
Coach, how about you?
I'm just gonna let you know this ain't gonna be no contest at all. Ain't gonna be no contest at all because
show
you got
a little optimism, would you?
Where is it? It's nowhere. Like we were saying, it really doesn't matter what they do. The thing is Ohio State can score on the ground and in the air.
Yeah.
So basically, all they're gonna do for Wisconsin is they're gonna load the box and make Graham Mertz have to throw the ball. We understand he can't. I'm pretty sure the last game that he had, he only threw the ball 9-10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than Justin Fields against the Packers, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same instance, in order for them to be in this game and compete, they're gonna have to take one away. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I would take the air away from Ohio State and make them run it, and it'd be a run-based game. That's the only way you're going to be able to compete with them if both teams are running the ball.
Okay, since I'm the only one with a little bit of optimism here, I think Wisconsin has a shot. All we got to do is run through Braylon Allen. That's all we got to do. I believe that he's a top 3 back in the nation. All we do is right behind him. Don't let Graham Mertz get in the way of anything. We all know his ceiling. We all know his floor. Get him out the way. Let Braylon cook, and maybe we lose by 14. Okay? Maybe we lose by 14 if Braylon is great. Honestly, I don't see Wisconsin winning. I'm lying. Wisconsin ain't winning.
Oh, my God.
Oh, goodness. Who calling? Good grief.
Chase Ice will be back.
All right. Off to the next game. Tennessee versus Florida. A very exciting one. Tennessee is a 10.5 favorite. They will be in the swamp. Anthony Richardson, who I've said on numerous occasions is the most interesting prospect in this upcoming draft. Either he's going to be a top 5 quarterback or an absolute nightmare to have at quarterback. He has not yet to throw a touchdown, and he's thrown 4 interceptions. Tennessee right now is also averaging 52 points a game, and they're averaging 553 yards per game. That's incredible within itself. And Mr. Dineen, we're going to start with you. What are your thoughts about this upcoming game?
Yeah, like you said, Anthony Richardson, he's really raw in everything that he does. Really good, obviously, run game. Pass game's a little suspect. Florida does a really good job running the ball, and being at home is an advantage for them, right? Tennessee putting up all those points doesn't really mean anything to me when you look at the non-conference schedules. Like, who have they played to start the year? That's an impressive win. Don't really see one, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to be close. I think Tennessee's favored by 10.5 in Florida. I think, the Gators are going to see that little bit of disrespect, show up ready to go. Anthony Richardson has the opportunity to stretch the field and really make plays. He's exciting to watch, and like you said, he's a nightmare to watch at the same time because sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't. But if he's hot, I got Florida.
Zach?
I think it'll be a close game, but when you have a quarterback that has more tackles this year than touchdowns, then it's pretty hard to win those close games.
More tackles than touchdowns.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Florida had a fluke win against Utah, first game of the year at home. I think later in the year, if that game's played, then Utah comes away with the win. I think Tennessee will win this game, though. It'll be close, though.
They're going to cover the 10.5?
No, they won't.
Okay.
They will not.
Okay.
Coach?
So with this, been racking around my brain on this. I love Florida's quarterback and everything, but it's just like he has really good highs, but then he has really bad lows, and those really bad lows are in crucial moments, and that's what you cannot have in college football, because it's not like NFL football where you kind of get the gist of who's going to win and who's going to take who's going to basically take the reins and just take over the game. College football is a totally different beast.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like Tennessee could come on top on this one. I'm not going to say that they're going to cover that 10, but I do believe that it's going to be a tough game. But I feel like it's going to come to a shootout.
Yeah.
Through the air, and I feel like Florida's QB is going to throw a late interception.
Ooh, Tennessee, I have them winning. I don't think they're going to cover the spread. With Anthony Richardson, you don't know what you're going to get. He's the most unpredictable quarterback in the nation. Tennessee, I believe there's some level of substance and consistency that they have. I really like Tennessee this year. Their quarterback, I really actually do like. Their offense is way too high-powered. I don't think Florida really have an answer for it. They've struggled with that, honestly. So I do believe that Tennessee is going to take it. I think Florida will cover the spread. I got Tennessee 42, Florida 37.
Only thing I say about Tennessee is the fact that they have an identity and they stick to it.
Yeah.
I feel like Richardson literally, like the quarterback, or just Florida in general, that team, like, I don't think they have an identity yet. Like, do they want to be a running team? Do they want to be a down the field throwing team? Or is everything basically just based off Richardson?
Yeah.
Like, because he's the one throwing it. Because at the end of the day, honestly, to tell you the truth, when it comes 4th and 1, it's usually Richardson taking a QB sneak. I don't see them running the ball or anything like that or passing the field. I think everything runs through him. So if he's having a bad game, the whole offense is having a bad game. So that's kind of hard when you have your top-tier player, who's the best player on offense, is your quarterback. And when he's down, I feel like the whole team is down. Yeah. They really don't have a standout receiver yet. And ETN is necessarily getting into his whole situation, trying to be that star running back and stuff like that. I don't think he's there yet, but I think he does have potential to be like his brother in college, but only time will tell.
Yeah. Off to the next game, Clemson versus Wake Forest. Clemson is a 7-point favorite. Clemson is averaging 41 points. Wake Forest is averaging 42 points. So this is a battle between two high-powered offenses. And what are y'all thoughts about this game? Final game, by the way.
Take the over.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't know what Clemson's been doing the last year and a half. You know, they got DJ at quarterback who's been up and down. I mean, he came in and when he filled in for Trevor Lawrence playing at Notre Dame, he put up like 480 passing yards, and he hasn't cracked 300 since then.
Yep.
I think the talent's there, but he hasn't figured it out. And I don't know what the issue is. Maybe he doesn't like Dabo. I don't know. I mean, I don't like looking at Dabo, and I just see him on TV. But Wake Forest, they have a really good culture going on there. They have a really good opportunity to get to a New Year's Six this year, and I think that starts with them beating Clemson this weekend. I like everything they do. I love their quarterback play, their defense. A little bend, don't break. They're going to put up points, so as long as they can get some key stops, hold Clemson to field goals, which they should with the way their offense has looked the last year and a half, but I got Wake Forest.
I think Wake Forest has a lot less to lose than Clemson. Like, Clemson's been on top for the last 5 years or so. Last year they weren't as good. But if they lose this game, Dabo could get fired maybe at the end of the year.
Dabo's not getting fired.
He could be. At Clemson,
you just want him to go to Nebraska.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. He's not going to go to Nebraska. No, he's not. I don't even want to
Urban Meyer?
No.
Thank God.
He's not going to go to Nebraska either. Like I was saying, I think Wake Forest will win this game because Clemson's a lot unproven. Wake Forest has a good offense. Clemson, they're just sticking around with decent teams like Georgia Tech. The score looked like they blew them out, but it was a lot closer than it really was. The score looked.
I got Wake Forest. Okay. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm definitely going to take the over, like Mr. Dineen said. But I will say it'll probably go into overtime and Wake Forest wins by a field goal. I feel like DJ is literally just not it.
Yeah.
All the hype and everything that he had around him of being a top QB and everything, being a potential Heisman Trophy winner, and hasn't even cracked 300 yards passing yet.
Like Adrian Martinez.
Literally, and the thing is Adrian Martinez was a predominantly running quarterback, and he still got more passing yards than that person.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You come out as a dual threat, but you even on you can when you watch some of his games, even his RPO reads is literally just read and throw the slant. He's hesitant to throw the slant, and it's wide open. And it's like he's second guessing himself, which is definitely not good. And the fact of the matter is that Clemson is a 7-point only step against Wake Forest.
Yeah,
Wake Forest ain't been like that since I don't know how long. So the fact that should be a slap in the face to Clemson. The fact of the matter is that you are literally only a 7-point favorite against this team.
Yeah. I got Wake Forest too. I'm not that biggest of Clemson believers. I'm not really sold on their quarterback. Dabo, that self-centered. Never mind. I'm not going to want to say the name. I'm not going to say that name.
We are at school.
Yeah. So I got Wake Forest winning. I think DJ is going to cost them this game. I think Wake Forest has the offense. I think they're going to drop 35. I think it's going to be 35-30 Wake Forest.
No OT?
Right. No OT. All right. And that's going to do it for college football.
One last thing.
Oh, yes.
One last thing. Carroll University plays Illinois Wesleyan this weekend. They are 2-0, and they're going to stop Illinois Wesleyan.
No doubt. Honestly, when I went to Carroll and played football, there was no way we were scoring 52 points.
Yeah.
So
they've outscored their opponents 96-7 in 2 games.
It's a big thing now. So
roll Pios. Let's go.
Is it home or away?
Away.
It's away.
Homecoming at Carroll next Saturday.
For sure. I'll definitely be there.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to do it for college football. Up next, we got 2 special interviews here. We have Pius volleyball coach and dean of students, Mr. Nowak here, and Pius football coach and English teacher, Mr. Stewart. Thanks for that. Okay, we're going to kick things off with the volleyball here. Last night wasn't particularly your night. So, Zach, let's start with you in your questions with Mr. Nowak. We're going to substitute.
All right, so obviously we lost 3-0 to New Berlin combined. Coach, what do you think were some positives about the game last night?
So positives from last night, I think.
Speak a little louder.
We were much more competitive from the start than we have in the last week or two, where we're starting matches really low.
Take the headphones off.
Why?
Speak a little louder. No speakers.
Oh, they want to hear me too?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've started slowly historically this season, so we started up a lot faster. I think our crowd was great last night, so we had a lot of really good energy from them.
Definitely was.
So it's always fun to play at home, and especially against the bigger teams, we get great crowds. So the support was great. We were attacking the ball really well. Guys were really going after it, taking big swings, and I think that gave us some momentum early, and we were passing the ball a little bit better than we have, so we were able to kind of establish guys like Kai in the middle, and that changed things for us to make it really close. And it was a 2-point game at the end of the set. We just couldn't pull it out.
Okay, we're going to start with you. Off to you, Stewart.
Got it.
So in practice, we're in homecoming week. So what's the intensity been like in practice so far?
It's been incredibly intense. Okay. Our young men and women have been showing up every day and putting in the work. Practice has been going a little bit longer because it's been looking good. It's been looking good. Offensively and defensively, things are clicking. The energy is high. Yet there's still, we've talked about the homecoming distractions that happen. They're still able to keep the blinders on and make sure that this is a business trip.
Mm-hmm. And has Ricky T right here been leading?
Ricky T has been a great leader.
Okay.
In fact, in practice yesterday, I have to make a comment. He had one-handed interception off a screen. Took it all.
Oh, okay. Okay, Enrique, I hope you're listening. My expectations has risen for you, all right? You better be the best player on the field. You hear me?
He's shown the coaching staff that our big thing is they show us this in practice. We got to see it translate to Friday nights, right?
All right, Zach.
Who is the most talented player you've ever coached at Pius for volleyball?
The most talented player I've ever coached at Pius. I would say that would be.
Be careful. There's your players
some of my
listening.
guys are here.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's guys that are in the running to take over this particular spot. But 4 or 5 years ago, we had a kid named TJ Driver that was here that finished his senior year first team All-State, and he could have probably played Division I volleyball. He ended up going to UW-Madison to go to business school, and that's what he wanted to do. But I know he had offers to play at a high level. And what was cool about TJ is that he did not necessarily start playing volleyball at a young age. And so when he jumped in high school, he made an unbelievable jump between his junior and senior year, where he asked for a very specific volleyball workout program that he absolutely committed to from the spring through the start of our fall season, and he completely changed his body around. He was jumping 6 inches higher. He was faster, stronger, and that took him from a second-team all-conference kind of player to a first-team all-state player in a 12-month period. So he's definitely up there. But we definitely have guys on the team that are athletically as gifted as he is. So if they kind of put in the work in the next 12 to 24 months for their bodies to make that kind of adjustment and change, they have the same capability.
Okay, off to you, Mr. Stewart.
Yeah.
So students here at Pius highly anticipate my post-game analysis.
I do.
I'm not sure if you know about it. I have been known to be very critical, yet understandable with how the game went. Have you actually seen one of my analysis?
I have not. I'm usually one of those guys that I know what I saw, and so I'm going to keep my focus on what I see, and we're going to watch film and we learn. So I have not watched or listened to that yet, no.
Yeah. So my actual question is there anything that probably has you on your heels about Milwaukee Lutheran?
Not necessarily on the heels. There's, going in week to week, you have to make sure that you respect your opponent, right? You want to make sure. So heels would be not the way I would put it. It would be, I have to see what their strengths are. I have to see what their weaknesses are, and then we have to plan accordingly. And then the young men and women have to execute. Okay,
Yeah.
So to kind of bring it back and use if you're talking on the heels. Something that we're going to respect with Milwaukee Lutheran is their speed.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that we are trying to get them on roller skates and make sure that they are always in question as to what we are doing offensively, and then defensively we're just going to attack.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that is like red flag, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's more we need to make sure that we execute the game plan that we're putting forth to take advantage of where they are weak. And what that is they have a lack of discipline. And so if you put a team, specifically speaking of our offense, if you put a team on roller skates, meaning if you've got a veer option going, if you've got something where they just don't know where that ball is going, who has it, if we're able to attack and get a pass game going, you're going to put them on their heels,
right.
And then we take advantage of their lack of discipline. Then they're jumping off sides. Then they don't know where they're going. So It's about executing where we coach our kids up to take advantage of their weaknesses.
Yeah. Zach?
What is your goal as a coach for the end of the season going into the playoffs?
My goal for us as a team right now is one, improvement in the way we pass the ball. I think that's the biggest thing. I think a football analogy, I think Coach Stewart would probably agree that most coaches would say that games are won and lost in the trenches, right? The offensive, defensive line are so important. So for us, we have what you would say, like, is a good quarterback, could deliver the ball, right? Our setter's pretty solid. We have a lot of athletic guys that are able to hit the ball. That's like having great receivers. But if you drop back and try to pass and you're getting sacked in 2 seconds, it doesn't matter how good your quarterback or your receivers are. So that's kind of where we're at with passing. So we need to figure out how to pass the ball better so that we can use the athletes we have. So that's a huge thing for us, is to improve that part of our game. And if we're on track to do that, I think our end of the season goals is to, one, go into our conference tournament and win it, because we've been competitive with the teams that have beaten us, and I think we have a higher ceiling to close and improve than they do. They're just going to kind of be the same teams when we play them 2-3 weeks from now, whereas we have like a lot of improvement. I think we can be a completely different group when we play them the second time. So winning a conference tournament is a big deal, and then going into sectionals, I would like to get as far as possible. Obviously, in our sectional, we will run into a very good Tosa East team at some point in there. So the goal for that is to get as far as we can, and again, compete with a top 5 team and see if we can get them on their heels. And just anything can happen once you get teams late in 4, like a set 4 or set 5. Anything can happen. So that's where we're at.
Okay. We're going to shorten one last question for each, to like buy some time. What is to expect for homecoming week, Mr. Stewart?
To expect.
What to expect?
All right. Offensively, we're going to come out and we're going to hit them hard, and we're going to hit them fast, and we're going to do everything in our power to get up ahead early and disrupt anything Milwaukee Lutheran is planning to put together. We've been, like I said earlier, we've been putting in the work. We are ready. Today's practice is a walkthrough. We're making sure that everything is tightened up and we know our assignments. So we've got a young quarterback who shows a lot of promise.
Yep.
Last week, I feel like we are now starting to peel back the layers of success hitting the passing game. It looks natural. It looks good. Last week we were down a few players. This week we're getting players like Jeffrey Goodman back. We've got kind of day-to-day. Dayron Ashford is day-to-day right now. So our speed is back this week.
Yeah.
So I expect quick hitting, powerful offense. As long as we execute, it's going to be a fun Friday night.
That's what I expect. I like it. Zach?
What is the key to winning close games and overcoming adversity in those close games?
Well, I think for us the key is execution is obviously part of it, but I think a lot of it is experience. So we have 2 or 3 guys on the court at any given time that have some experience from last year from a conference championship level team. Yeah. But we have so many new guys that are working into that lineup that have never played in that kind of environment before. So inexperience is a factor. So we need to play through some of those close matches. For one, you just have to be in them. And sometimes you're going to win them, sometimes you're going to lose them. But like, we need overall experience of just being in close matches so guys can feel what the energy and nerves are like, and then learn how to kind of harness their ability to execute in those moments. Because you can talk about execution all you want, and we can practice those kinds of situations, but until you can balance the nerves of being in those situations with what you have to do, there's no way to generate that in practice. So for us, it's a lot of like, all right, let's just compete hard enough to put ourselves in a position to win, and then enough of those opportunities come around, and we'll figure out how to win. So a lot of it is just for us putting ourselves in those spots and getting the experience level where it needs to be, and then it's just a matter of time till we break through.
All right. I think that's going to do it. Thank you, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Nowak.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Mr. Wise.
A pleasure.
That's going to do it. And now, we're here to talk a little NBA.
I want to stay for the NBA.
Well, for NBA, please welcome lead basketball analyst Elijah Johnson, Tayshawn Kingsby, and Trey Spruer.
I'm back.
All right. So, we're up close into a very interesting season. Yeah, we're up close for an interesting season. Most recent news, Donovan Mitchell traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Also, the Boston Celtics could be without head coach Ime Udoka for the entire season.
Wait, why?
That's
What
actually
happened?
Apparently, let me keep this as PG as possible.
Yeah.
According to Shams, he was caught with an consensual and intimate relationship with a female staff member, and that was against team rules. So That's looking pretty bad right now.
You know how long? Like how long?
Didn't they say it was going to be like
No.
a 1 year? Oh.
No, they
You don't
said
know?
it could be a season, but the official timetable hasn't
A
really
season
been.
is
A
crazy.
season
Maybe the
without-
season,
A
but
season is crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Okay,
That's tough.
so we're here to give our hot take regarding this upcoming season, and we're gonna start with our lead analyst Elijah.
Hit me,
Johnson.
EJ. Let's go.
Let's go,
Hit,
EJ.
hit us.
Come on.
Don't say nothing stupid.
I'm gonna say a little hot take. I think that the Pelicans
Yeah.
going to be a top 3 team in the West, fully healthy.
Top
We gotta,
3.
I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna explain why
Explain.
before everybody get on my. You know what I mean? We got a CJ McCollum, All-Star caliber at the 1.
Uh-huh.
We got at the 2. We got Herb Jones.
Yep.
A very good,
Okay.
a very
I
good
love Herb
defender.
Jones, yeah.
Right.
We got 3. We got Brandon Ingram, who I
BI.
think is winning MVP.
BI is nice.
Good.
BI is
MVP.
nice.
Wait, that's MVP.
Most valuable player,
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
That's what he say.
If they
Okay.
get top 3, and then we have
Okay.
Zion,
Yeah.
who
Okay.
when he
He's
played,
in.
when
Yeah.
he
When he
played,
played- when he was
when
playing,
He's gonna
Yeah.
be good. He's gonna be
He was
good.
really good. When he played, that's why I said fully healthy. That's why I said fully healthy. Then we have at the 5, we got Valanciunas, very good
Okay.
shooter.
He's
Solid
a
center.
good
I like
Solid
him.
center.
He's a
So,
good big.
and then we have
That's a good. That's a
very
good team.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a good
pretty-
underrated
that's
team.
pretty solid.
But
Underrated
I don't
team.
know. I don't know.
Top three. Top 3 is
Top
kind of
three.
wild.
Three is a lot.
It does require some teams to move down. I don't think like the Warriors might move down. I don't know for sure.
So who do you got moving down?
Phoenix, maybe.
I got the Suns for sure moving down. I don't think the Suns are going to be that good this
Interesting.
year. I have the Nuggets moving up.
Really?
So you
I
think
agree,
you think
I
you're
agree, I
2
agree.
or 1? Nuggets.
I think that
With
yeah.
Jamal Murray back.
Yeah,
With
I
Jamal
think-
Murray
With
and
that team,
Jamal
might
Murray and
be-
Michael
yeah.
Porter Jr. being
yeah.
healthy now.
And then we have
Valid.
I have the Grizzlies also moving down a little bit. I don't think they can repeat what they did last year.
I don't know.
I don't think,
mean, they have the same
especially
team.
without Jaren Jackson Jr. He's out.
Oh, yeah.
He's out?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, he got
yeah.
surgery.
So he's going to be out for at least the first month and a half,
And that's
until
big.
probably Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big for
Yeah.
that team. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I have them moving up so much, and then
Okay.
other teams moving down. So
That's valid.
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah, we can see that. We
Okay.
can get behind
It's-
that for sure.
it's-
For sure.
I'll take
Okay,
it.
that's
I'll say my hot take is that the Clippers are going to be the 2023 NBA champions. So yeah.
What?
The LA Clippers with Kawhi Leonard and PG, 2 top 10 players right
After
there.
all the heat you gave Kawhi, you're picking him to win the title.
Well, I'm just saying, Kawhi's when healthy, he's a top 5 to top 3 player. You know,
What? You ain't even say he was top 5.
I said when healthy. If he's back, I gotta factor in the
I got when
healthiness.
healthy. Yeah,
But like besides
Yeah.
that, if he's not healthy, but that's 2 top 10 players right there,
That is.
and you have a good supporting cast.
I agree.
And I think that they're gonna come back 2 very efficient, very both sides of the ball. They're gonna be great. I feel like the Clippers are gonna be like what everybody expected in 2020 is what they're gonna be.
I feel
this
like
year.
I feel like that team though, it just requires so many. You know what I mean? Like so many
So
things
many
have to go
what-ifs.
right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
everything has to go
I
right.
agree.
For that
But that's
team
the
to
same
win.
thing with New
That is
Orleans.
true. That is true.
It's
It's
just-
just like, but also
It's very
like,
possible.
I don't trust it though, because PG, you know, he got a
PG's
he got
nice.
a case of injury.
What?
PG's
Well,
nice.
hey,
He's
got a
got to
case of
avoid
injuries.
him
Well,
and
look
Kawhi.
here. Okay. So I actually got news from Coach J.
Wow.
Woj says Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka is likely facing a suspension for the entire 2022-23
Entire
season
season?
for his role in a consensual relationship
whole-
with a female staff member.
How you cheat on
A
Nia
formal
Long?
announcement is expected as soon as today.
Well, we can
live.
kind
Breaking
of
news,
yeah,
live.
breaking
That's
news,
live right
breaking
now.
news on the Wise Talk podcast.
That's live. But that's tough. That team requires.
Yeah,
they need
Yes,
good coaching.
absolutely.
They need email.
They're gonna have to bring Brad Stevens back down.
back down. Yeah,
No,
for sure.
Yeah.
But you can. Yeah, I think the Clippers though. It just requires so many things to go right. for
I
that
feel
team
like
to go.
if PG and Kawhi stay healthy, then they'll go very far.
yeah, that's true. I think
that's true.
And I
but,
think
like,
they're due for a healthy season. That's why I say that. So I feel
Yeah.
like
Hopefully-
they're gonna be ready to
hopefully,
go. I
but-
think they're gonna be ready to go.
Yeah, and plus I can't really get mad at it because I do have the Clippers winning the West.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
I
okay.
can't
Okay.
really
Yeah,
get
what?
mad at
Sony,
it.
what you?
I mean, you can't say that out of all people.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You can't say that out of all
I
people.
understand, but yeah.
Okay. You want to go?
Yeah, take
honestly, my hot take is it's the Cavs, man. You know the Cavs ever since this Donovan Mitchell trade, the Cavs they bumped up like pretty heavily on my rankings.
Yeah, the Cavs are tough. They're so tough. I
I
like that team a
got
lot.
I got them being like at most like top four
Top four is
East.
insane.
Top four
I like
East.
Top four is
I think
insane.
Top four
that's a great
East.
Top four is
That's the top four
insane.
East.
Top three.
Top four is
I might go top three.
Top three is a little crazy. Top three is a little crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. Top three.
Top three?
Top four.
Nah.
reasonable.
We can go through that whole starting five right now. We
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
one. We got Darius Garland, All Star.
Yeah.
He's not.
Two.
Top 5 PG right now.
He's not. He's like.
Top five point guard. Really?
We can put DG top 5.
He's up.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Okay,
He getting up there though.
He up there. He's gonna get up there,
Too
but
soon.
no.
I feel like
Give him like another year.
Way
He's gonna
too
be up
soon.
there.
way too soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
way too soon.
Okay. Do you got Donovan Mitchell at the
Donovan
2?
Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. You got I don't know who's gonna start. I say Kuro
Their
maybe.
starting three, I think, is going to be Isaac Okoro
Okay, that's great
or
defense.
Karis LeVert.
Yeah, I like.
Karis
Oh, I
LeVert.
forgot about LeVert.
Karis LeVert.
Okay.
Or no.
And you got Mobley right at
Oh,
four.
yeah.
Yeah, Evan Mobley at
Mobley.
4.
And then you got Jared Allen
Then
at
Jared
5.
Allen at 5.
That's
That's a
literally-
tough starting
that's-
five.
That's a great starting five.
That's a tough starting
compared to
five.
like they don't got that really that superstar factor that I feel like you need.
You could put Donovan Mitchell as a superstar factor.
But like he's
Well,
not.
I mean,
but I don't think Donovan
this
Mitchell
is
is.
the time for Donovan Mitchell.
This
to
is.
Yeah.
This is.
Well, I mean, I guess it really depends on Donovan Mitchell if he could be that. If he could be that superstar, maybe because they're going to be like a team. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see
But
that team.
but
being
they need that superstar factor because if you're not going to beat a team like the
That
Bucks
same-
or
or-
even the Celtics.
Yeah, we're not
We're
Well,
not saying they're going to be
well,
good.
But
I
I'm talking
don't
about
know
the
about
ranks.
them.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Okay,
ranks.
in the ranks, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're not going to be better than a team like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
They might be a good regular season.
That team is gonna.
though.
I think
Yeah,
that's
they're gonna be.
gonna
I think they're gonna be a good regular
great
season.
That's gonna be a fun team to watch. Though,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then give them like time to develop, like a year or two. I
Ooh.
feel like they're gonna really,
Year or two, yeah.
They're gonna really do some.
They're
big
gonna be
things,
nice.
bro.
They're gonna be
nice.
They could be. I like the trade from the Cavs. Good move.
They're gonna be nice.
K Brown, let me know.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
know.
that is your
I want to hear yours.
Ready for my hot take?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Let us hear.
Are y'all ready?
This gonna be spicy.
I'm ready.
This is
Are
about
you
to be so
ready?
spicy. This gonna be so spicy. Come on.
This is involving our Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
Oh,
The Milwaukee Bucks will win 66 games this year,
66.
and they will win the championship.
Oh.
66.
66 in the
Because
championship.
here's why.
Let me
We
know.
have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
the greatest.
Y'all
player in the world.
don't. We have Drew Holiday. Y'all don't.
Talk to him.
We getting a fully healthy Chris Middleton back. Y'all ain't got him.
Talk to him.
Well, first off,
Okay. Yeah.
now
break it down.
here,
Break it, yeah,
now
we
look
gotta break
here.
it down.
Now y'all know I have my doubts about Michael Budenholzer. We
Yeah,
all know
I do
about
too.
him.
Okay, we all.
We all, you know, I have my doubts. I believe if Quinn Snyder was our head coach, our offense would be so deadly. But as of right now, Mike Budenholzer has always been known to be a great regular season head
Yeah.
coach. He overcoached the hell out the Atlanta
Yeah.
Hawks when
Yeah.
Al
Very
Horford
true.
was their
That's true.
number one guy.
That's true.
That's very true, actually.
So really, Giannis, I believe, is going to win MVP again. I
that
think he's
three,
going to
yeah.
average. He's going to average his normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
29,
even a hot take
29 and
anymore.
13.
It's
It's,
just
not a
usual.
hot take anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I believe he's going to be finished top 2 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Drew Holiday going to be first team all defense again.
Yeah.
I think Chris Middleton could have an All NBA type
I mean,
year.
yeah.
It's going to be tough.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, but he could have it.
We're just gonna have like the same team as last year, except we're not gonna lose Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
And I
And
feel like
plus,
that's
I believe the most underrated signing this year was Joe Ingles to Milwaukee.
Joe
Very
Ingles.
true.
I forgot
Very
about
true.
that.
But he is
He's gonna
coming
be
off a
a key.
torn
He's gonna,
ACL.
yeah, but he's
Yeah,
gonna be a
but
key player
I
coming off the
mean-
bench.
But he's still a
gonna be a key
reliable
player
asset.
coming
He's
off
still
the bench.
reliable.
She is.
Offset, yeah.
66 games though out of 82.
Out of 82.
Out of 82.
That's wild.
Yeah.
To win 66
Elijah,
Yeah.
we won
That's getting
60
close to the
games
Golden
with
State.
Eric Bledsoe and Wesley Matthews as our backs.
Talk to him.
So you don't think we could do with Drew and maybe Grayson?
Yeah.
I think
I
we
don't
could.
know.
We
I mean,
could.
also,
We could.
also the
It's so
injury,
many- yeah.
the injuries are going to
Yeah.
factor into
It's so
it.
many
If we can
variables.
stay
That's
healthy
true.
the whole season,
Like this is like assuming everyone's
Yeah,
healthy.
everyone's
Okay,
healthy.
This is
Everybody-
assuming everyone's healthy.
Everyone healthy.
Brook Lopez too. Brook Lopez.
Yeah,
Brook
Brook
Lopez,
Lopez will
yeah, he
be,
needs to
will
stay
be
healthy.
all the way there. He will be
healthy.
first game.
Okay.
And also, there's also rumors saying Jordan Clarkson could get traded to Milwaukee.
if we get
Jordan Clarkson.
Now,
if we
now
get
look
Jordan
here.
Clarkson.
If we
Hey,
just give up,
we can talk about what EJ said.
oh
We can talk about what
yeah.
EJ said.
Let's address this stupid take EJ done said.
No, it's not.
You-
It's
very
stupid. It's very
I
Yo.
think it's stupid.
Your red-headed tail
No.
said that Jordan Clarkson was better than Jamal Crawford.
I think
Come
it
on,
is.
that's
It's
crazy.
foul. I
What the hell is wrong with you?
Let me
That's-
explain.
that's
Let me explain.
ridiculous.
Let me explain.
That's ridiculous.
What does Jamal Crawford do that Jordan Clarkson doesn't? Somebody
wins-
name that.
No, you're right. They do the same thing. Except Jamal Crawford does it better.
Roll. Yeah,
He does it better.
Yes.
He does it better.
Yes.
Does he?
Yes.
Jamal Crawford, one of
if
the
we
best
put him in
six-man players ever.
Jordan Clarkson
and,
is as well.
and Jordan Clarkson is a good.
He's
but
a better
he's not on the same
I
level
feel
as
like
Jamal
he's
Crawford.
a better scorer. He can get his buckets way easier. Way in different ways. In different ways, he can.
I don't know.
I feel like we tend to look at Jamal Crawford as flashy. That's why he's better.
I see.
better.
This is coming from you.
That's you. That is coming from me.
From you, the leader of the Hezzy Tweens Flash. You saying that?
Yeah, but like also though, like Jamal Crawford, like I feel like we overrate him. We do. We overrate him.
Yeah, okay.
Basketball community.
I understand.
You know
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But like I feel like Jamal. I mean, Jordan Clarkson is just like a very similar player, but he's just not as fit. He wasn't as
He's
good.
a couple steps underneath.
He didn't.
What does he do? What does Jamal Crawford do?
He's a better ball handler.
When you give Jamal Crawford that ball off the bench, he's leading that second unit.
Jordan Clarkson is.
He's not leading the second unit like Jamal Crawford.
The same thing can be said for Jordan Clarkson.
No.
Yes, he can.
No.
How can it?
Jordan Clarkson get buckets, but Jamal Crawford, when you give him that ball, not only do he play make elite,
Jordan Clarkson the same. We can say the same for Jordan. I'm saying Jamal Crawford and Jordan Clarkson are the same people. Just I feel like Jordan Clarkson get his buckets more efficiently.
But no,
you know what I mean?
No, I don't agree.
You don't
I don't
agree?
agree.
No, I don't agree at all.
I don't
I
agree.
don't.
And it's the fact that Jamal Crawford did it for way longer.
Yeah.
Also, a little fact check from Coach J.
I was waiting
Jamal
for this.
Crawford has won the Sixth Man of the Year award,
Bro, Jamal. All right, I can see you.
and Clarkson hasn't.
Oh, Clarkson doesn't even win a six-man?
And besides,
Is his
Jordan
career
Clarkson
over or something? Like, is he about to retire soon or something?
But I'm saying, how are you going to say he's
I don't
better
think
than
he's
him
gonna
right
win it
now if he hasn't
anytime
won a
soon.
six-man?
Right. You don't think he's winning anytime soon?
Not the
No.
Sixth
He
Man of
could
the
have
Year
won it last
award.
year, if we're being honest.
He was
If we're being
close.
honest.
He was close, but he didn't.
Well, he was close, but Tyler Hero took it from him.
So who's winning it this year?
Jordan Poole to me.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Ooh, don't get me started on Jordan Poole.
No.
Oh yeah, please don't. Please
Get me
don't.
started on Jordan Poole. That's my boy.
No.
Jordan Poole, he's just getting better every year.
Every season he
year,
get
he's
better.
getting better.
Jordan Clarkson also getting better.
Jordan Clarkson is very good.
Yeah.
Though.
Okay.
Like
He's
Jordan
very
Clarkson
good.
just started to hit that bag to where you can really depend
Jordan
on
Poole's
depend on
bag
him.
is so deep, bro. So is Jordan Clarkson, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But what was the original thing that you were saying about something? You were saying something original.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying, if the Bucks could package Jordan Nora, George Hill, and maybe a first-round pick, Jordan Clarkson on Milwaukee, that's a 66
right there.
game
That's a
winning
That's a
team.
chip right there.
That's a championship.
That's a
Take that
chip.
man Jordan Clarkson out of that bad situation with Utah, man.
Yeah,
That's a chip right there.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get traded for sure.
Yeah,
He's definitely like
getting
their most
traded.
valuable asset right now, especially when they got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
'Cause, I mean,
so definitely Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, I mean,
Utah
what
is
do
so
they got
down
after
bad
that
right now.
Mike
Yeah.
Conley or something?
Yeah, I don't even know who like in Utah right now. I
Honestly.
don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? Like,
A whole bunch of nobodies,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah,
Bunch of nobodies.
it's nobody's.
Whole bunch of
Like
nobodies.
all there is Bojan Bogdanovic and Jordan
Mike Conley.
Clarkson
And
and Mike Conley.
Colin Sexton down there too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
Sexton did
forgot
get
about
traded
Sexton.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Sexton down there.
Yeah.
But I don't think that team they're for sure getting rid of JC. Fit him JC now.
Yeah.
JC.
Nah.
No.
No,
They're like
It's all right. Once he gets to Milwaukee, though, it'll start to hit.
Okay. That makes sense. Anybody else got some hot takes?
No, I'm
like-
still stuck on this Clarkson versus Crawford. We finna compare this.
Are we comparing stats?
Oh, he pulling up the players.
Oh, he pulling up the
I
stats.
feel like the people don't know who Jordan Clarkson is, though. They don't know. Pistons?
Oh, wow.
Wait, what just happened? More breaking news?
More breaking news on
More
the
breaking news on the Wise Top
we
podcast?
got more breaking news.
More breaking news.
Okay.
Speaking of Bojan Bogdanovic, the Detroit Pistons have acquired Bojan Bogdanovic for the Jazz. The Jazz will acquire Kelly Olynyk and Saban Lee.
Okay. So that's just a
little simple trade.
I think that Pistons gonna
Hey,
be nice.
well, speaking of hot takes,
Yeah.
Come on,
Say
Pistons.
it.
Pistons playoffs?
Yeah, potentially.
Pistons playoffs?
I'm down.
I don't know.
I
don't
can see
know.
it. I can see it.
I
don't
feel
know.
like Cade All-Star
Cade,
player.
I'm not seeing it.
Did you see
Well,
what
probably
Cade
not
was-
All-Star
Have you
yet.
seen? Have you seen Cade recently? Bro?
I'm not seeing
Not only
it.
did he add 10
I
pounds,
just
he had
don't-
like
I
10
just don't-
pounds of
I just-
muscle.
Cade
That boy
looking nice.
bag looking deeper, and he grew his beard out.
Cade-
When you
yeah,
grow the
he grew
beard,
his beard
when you grow the
out.
beard out,
He got a little something.
yes, when you grow the beard out, that's like plus 10 to all your stats, bro.
For sure. I think that Pistons team is gonna be a lot of that Pistons gonna be nice.
Yes.
I don't.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I don't really trust the Pistons as
You
an
don't?
organization. I don't really trust them.
I think I think that
get
team.
it.
Maybe it's just because I grew up and they were
They
just
always
like
suck,
really
yeah.
bad, but like I
But
just don't trust them.
that team. I think that team could be a top.
They got
8 team.
potential though.
They just got to get rid of Killian Haynes.
Ooh, yes. Please.
Get rid of him, please.
Trade him. As soon
Okay,
as possible.
quick note, everybody. The mod is about to end. If you do want to stay for these last 15 minutes, please scan in so y'all won't really be remarkably tardy.
It's the LeBron.
But
Okay.
Yeah, this is intermission.
All right, intermission.
Quick intermission. Okay, we're back with our final topic and off to the most debated, most controversial topic in all of sports. Who is the greatest basketball player of all time?
It's really no
Michael
debate.
Jordan
It's no debate.
or LeBron James? Okay, first off, we're going to start. Well, first off, Max,
let's go,
very
Max.
right.
Let's go, Max.
Let's go with you.
Yeah.
Thank you for welcoming me onto the show. First of all, it's a great live audience, great atmosphere.
It's a great atmosphere.
I want to start it off with pointing out LeBron's longevity
Okay.
and pointing out that he's done it for 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 straight years. No retiring, no coming back and playing a little mid. 20 years of straight LeBronage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you
That's
got.
my starting point.
That's
That's
all
your
you got.
starting point.
Starting point.
Yeah,
I think as I'm going for MJ here.
Right.
I want
Wait,
to.
say a little bit. You're going for MJ.
I'm going for MJ as
My greatest of all time. I feel like MJ came back. I mean, he came back
and he was still dominant.
like he still won championships after he came back.
Talking about the Wizards?
No, I'm talking about when he retired. when his father passed and he came back and he took it. He lost that year. The next year he won 3 straight.
When he quit,
Okay. And he came back and just wanted to do it again, and he still was dominant. I don't think LeBron could ever really do that. If I'm being honest.
I would just like to rephrase your statement and say that he wasn't dominant. I would say his team is dominant. His team was dominant.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's team was dominant.
it was. It was.
I think Michael Jordan was dominant.
Let me know when
that team was
LeBron gets a little
dominant.
Scottie Pippen.
You seen Scottie Pippen make multiple All NBA teams. You saw Scottie make all defensive teams.
But I feel like at the end of the day, we gotta draw a line as to where it was Michael Jordan who really did that. You know what I mean? Without Michael Jordan, that team was nothing. If we're being honest.
Right.
If we're being honest. So
They were a game away from going to the finals in 1996. So I don't know about that.
All
I
I
don't know
gotta
about
say is the fact that if we're going to compare the two, every time they say every time they say Jordan, it's always about the 6 championships. It's like that's where his career started, was the 6 championships. But then when we compare him to Bron, it's Bron's whole career. It's Bron's whole 20 years compared to Jordan's 6 years. That's not fair. Yeah. If we're going to compare all careers, the whole time, you got to compare all careers. If we're going to go all greatest of all time, you got to go from day one in the NBA to your last day in the NBA. Not, when I started being successful and winning, and then be like, oh, yeah, now he's the greatest. That's not fair.
The 7 years it took him to get to the finals.
It took him 7 years.
7 years.
And then on top of that, he wasn't dominant when he came in the 7 years. You got to understand, too, Jordan played 3 years in college.
Yep.
Bron came from high school straight to the pros.
Straight to
I'm
the
pretty sure
playoffs.
anybody in the audience right now that play basketball understand the level and the speed of the game from high school to NBA is literally loads faster than it. So the fact of the matter is that Bron came in as an 18-year-old dominating from high school
To the playoffs.
with
With a trash team.
With a trash team at 18 years old.
Well, first off, LeBron actually didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years, though. Let's get that.
But he was still dominant, though. He was still
there.
dominant. Like, the fact that he averaged, I think it was 25 or 20 to 25 points a game as an 18-year-old going against grown men who went to college. Some of them did it. Like, Kobe didn't go to college, but the thing is, Kobe didn't come in and dominate it.
No, he didn't.
Can we say that? Like an 18-year-old, literally like a senior in high school right now, who's can't even go buy his own liquor, go to the bars, literally stays home, plays video games, get out of bed, and go and put up 20 points against grown men.
Hey, Y'all,
what do you stand on this, Nate Brown?
y'all know where I stand. Goat James. Y'all know where I stand on this.
Bro, so it's really 3v1 right here.
Yes,
But at the end of the day, yes, Jordan is cold. I'm not gonna lie that he's not. But for you to say him the greatest of all time, because at the end of the day, are we saying greatest of all time just on the court? Or are we saying greatest of all time in totality? Because last time I checked, Jordan don't got a school for 4 kids. Jordan don't give a. Honestly,
This is
he don't
purely
care
on
about the
court.
community.
This is
He
purely
don't
on
care
court.
about the community.
But I think
Bron built a school, and now he built another over $1 billion facility for kids to come in and train. What has Jordan done? He has a restaurant.
He had great shoes for y'all to wear. I'll give you that.
Oh, we gonna always stump in the J's, but at the end of the day, it don't matter. Like, yes, first of all, honestly, but it don't even matter because honestly, to tell you the truth, when you really want to think about it, Jordan thought his first shoe was ugly. Jordan thought that the retro ones was an ugly shoe, and he did not want to wear them.
Did not know that.
I didn't know
You didn't even believe in your own brand.
What an idiot.
But we should keep it just, strictly basketball. We talking strictly basketball.
Strictly basketball?
Strictly basketball.
We can talk strictly
We
basketball.
can talk strictly basketball. Go
right now.
We can go.
Right now.
We
1-on-1.
can.
Bron,
Okay.
Bron or Jordan? 1-on-1 right now.
Bro, we talking about like right now. I mean,
Or prime versus prime.
Okay.
Prime versus prime.
Okay.
1-on-1 to 11.
Ones and twos.
Ones and twos.
I'm not gonna. I'm taking MJ.
You're taking MJ?
He's sitting on that. When has LeBron ever been as good as
LeBron is 280.
Are you kidding me?
We're finna go right here.
No. Shut up. Shut up.
Right now. We go
You
right now.
okay? No.
Right now. We go right now. We go right now.
No. We gonna address that.
Okay.
So you're not gonna sit here and act like LeBron James wasn't snubbed for Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. You're gonna gloss over that.
Time out. I never in my life have said LeBron was a bad defender. That was never my thing.
Okay.
But once you're going against really good offensive players, right? So give me, for example, Kawhi Leonard. Think about this. Kawhi Leonard, if he's going against somebody like Kevin Durant's putting up 40. He has put up 40 on Kawhi Leonard's head. Not saying Kawhi Leonard's a bad defender, but offense always be great defense. So if we put Michael Jordan against Bron in a one-on-one situation, be honest with yourselves here. Be honest, y'all three right here.
EJ.
Be honest. Come on.
Michael Jordan is an overrated defender. Listen to me here. He cannot guard people over 6'8" to save his life. He's a traffic cone when he's getting guarded by people either 6'3" or lower or 6'8" or higher. That's a fact. I have seen way too many stuff of him getting cooked by Rod Strickland. So you mean to tell me that six? Okay. So you trying to tell me that 6'9", 260 beast from Akron, Ohio, can't destroy Michael Jordan in a 1v1?
We're sitting on that.
Sitting on what?
Sitting on
You
what?
really think Jordan's going to be able to stop ahead of LeBron James?
So Bron sitting on MJ? So you're saying Bron sitting
Bron
on
defeats MJ.
So I'm saying, does Bron sit like is he locking up MJ?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, he doesn't shoot mid-range shots.
Come on, bro. That's cap. That's cap.
Okay. What's the score?
He's DeMar DeRozan on steroids.
1s and 2s to 11. What's the score?
1-2 to 11.
Because you said Jordan. What's the score?
I got like 11-10, 11-9. This is gonna be a very close game.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. They're too great.
We're starting with ball right here.
We're starting ball.
We're starting with the ball.
Now,
If we shooting for MJ's winning that.
What?
Huh?
And LeBron is a better three-point shooter.
Yes.
Statistically,
LeBron is
he
a better
is.
three-point shooter.
Bro, what?
Bro, LeBron is a better three-point shooter.
What are we doing? How are we bringing up our kids these days?
Bro.
You really? You didn't make the host. You made the host walk out. You made the host walk out.
You made me walk out. Explain yourself.
With no pass.
If we shooting for one, so you're saying Bron is making the three before MJ?
Yes.
Easily. That's crazy.
Wide open threes.
100%.
You're talking about mid-range.
On the line.
You're talking about mid-range.
My life is on the line. If I'm about to die right now, I'm taking MJ.
Mid-range.
1000%.
MJ got a better mid-range,
sure.
but for threes,
for sure.
no, bro.
For sure. But I think.
But 1-on-1, you got to understand too. There ain't no screens.
There isn't.
You literally got to handle the ball.
There isn't.
Is Jordan a prime
I'm finna search up
ball
their
handler?
3-point for field goal percentage.
Can
This
he
is
handle the ball like that?
I can't believe it.
Brian can handle the ball for sure.
Brian can handle the ball.
I think MJ can do
but
that
Brian can handle the ball better than
very
Jordan.
Good ISO
Well,
player.
better.
as well.
Oh, so LeBron has better
that,
handles
though.
than Jordan.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know about that.
I'm talking about a head of steam coming straight at you and got handles.
But that's not.
Well, I
handles.
mean, that's more of a driving.
I'm
to
talking
the
about
basket.
one-on-one situation, right? We're talking about one-on-one. Basketball 1v1. Who's a better 1v1 player, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Brian.
I don't know. You taking Bron? You taking Bron?
Oh my God, bro! Bron is
That's
not
what you have to do to put the ball in the bucket is make a play, right?
Bron is 100% not a better 1v1 player than MJ. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Elijah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with
Elijah.
y'all. If we being honest, bro.
LeBron James averages 35% from 3. Michael Jordan is 32.7.
That's like 3%, bro.
He's still better. That's better.
Okay.
I mean, huh?
Yeah, he's taking more as well.
But I'm saying in a 1v1 situation, like think about a 1v1. Bron could be 5v5,
Probably better.
Probably better.
Bro,
But
Bron is just
one-on-one
bringing him to the
situation, Bron-on-one is not a better 1v1 player than
Okay,
Michael
first of
Jordan.
all, I'm telling
If
you
we're
what's
being
going to
honest.
happen. Bron is going to walk Jordan down to the paint and literally just bully him.
We're sitting on that.
Bro, no, he's not, bro.
We're sitting.
We're sitting on it?
MJ,
Yeah, you're going to have to
off-
sit because you ain't going to be able to block anything.
Bro, refs,
yeah.
no, we don't have refs. We
It's a
don't
different
have
play
refs.
style.
Ain't no
It's a
rest,
different play
just
style.
pure
He's
basketball.
saying, I think they're trying
just
to say
pure
like
basketball.
hand checking and stuff like that. Like what's
No.
Yeah,
It's
checking was
literally no
overrated.
refs. You call your own fouls, all that.
Well,
Just like how they did.
Okay, then Brown is calling like every foul then, if you're being honest.
Well, that's true. That's true. Hey, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Bron's got
I'll give you that.
fouls.
Brown's
I'm not going to lie about that. He
We're
done
being
foul.
We're gonna have to get a referee for show for show.
Foul.
We're gonna have to get a
He
referee
definitely
for
going to
show
get
for
that.
show.
It's definitely going to be some free throws. I will say
for
that.
sure.
It's
If Brown
definitely
can't
going to be
make it, Brown
that.
not making them. Brown not making them.
That's true. He
Brown not
can't
making-
make a free throw to save his life.
I'll give you that.
We
I'll give you
against
that.
the free throws, Brown. I make, but I'm talking about in a 1v1 situation. I want y'all to be completely honest. with
ain't no
yourself,
pushing
bro.
off either though for MJ.
Okay, that's
Ain't no pushing
fine.
off.
That's fine.
I'm
You
just
do
saying.
like that.
His momentum was already going that way. His momentum was already going that way. No, his momentum was already going that way. His momentum
Well,
was,
first
if he
off,
steps back, the same thing is happening.
That was a
Maxwell.
push-off.
Okay.
well, first off,
First
I
of all,
don't.
the step back was not big back then, so
Yeah,
he probably
plus-
wasn't going to step back.
Plus, I don't judge.
Okay.
Okay, first off, I don't judge. I do not judge players about who would win in a 1v1 battle.
That's true.
Because let's be true.
That's true.
Allen Iverson would probably wipe 95% of the
Besides James Harden.
league.
He's not
True.
James Harden.
Except
True.
probably Harden, but he's
Actually,
but he's
low
not gonna
key,
be top
that would
10.
be a nice little one-on-one.
That would
James
be
Harden
great.
versus Iverson, but that's not the topic.
Yeah.
We'll say that for a later date
Okay.
Yeah,
because that
but-
would be a game right there.
That would be a very good
Yeah,
game.
because here's the thing. I judge on court accomplishments, what it took for you to win in the era that you played in. I'm starting the era. The 90s is the most overrated era in basketball. Easily. Michael Jordan, this is all he had to worry about. He had to worry about Akeem Olajuwon, never played in the finals. He had to worry about Karl Malone. He faced them twice, but what Scottie Pippen say? The mailman don't deliver on Sundays, right? Right?
Bar.
I know that didn't.
John
deliver on Sunday, to
Stockton,
be honest.
playmaking, he'll give you that, but what else?
I mean,
Well,
Nothing.
defense maybe, but what else?
yeah, he's a good point. He's a very good point guard.
He's a very
starting
good
point.
distributor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he
That's what you need,
distributes
though.
well. He distributes well.
Facilitates the game.
But
Yeah.
you know how everybody says that nobody ate on Michael Jordan's watch? That's wrong. Magic ate on Michael Jordan's watch. Larry Bird swept Michael Jordan.
Okay. Well,
But
first
no
of all,
one
let's
brings
get-
that up.
Isaiah
Let's-
Thomas
wait,
ate on Michael Jordan's watch.
Isaiah Thomas is crazy.
Wait.
Isaiah Thomas.
Wait. We're gonna provide context for the people, right?
Okay.
MJ was playing. First of all, MJ was very young at this time.
I don't
Which y'all-
care.
Well, no, because y'all give the same thing for LeBron when he lost to the San Antonio Spurs. That's
Against the Spurs dynasty?
bro. All right,
Against the Spurs, with his second best player was
dynasty, bro.
Zinedine.
The Spurs had a dynasty.
The Celtics are not a dynasty.
The Spurs had a dynasty.
Are the
bro.
Celtics not a dynasty?
Okay, so you're just comparing dynasty.
Yeah, the Celtics are a dynasty.
Okay,
The Celtics
100%.
are
I don't know why that was a thing, but like I'm saying,
I didn't base that because he was young. Cleveland's team was
But I'm
not
saying you'll give
good.
the same thing for LeBron, and the same thing happened to MJ, but nobody gives MJ that credit. You know what I mean? Like he was young playing against
Nobody gives
Larry
MJ
Bird,
that credit.
Kevin
But
McHale.
LeBron was younger. Let's just be clear.
Huh?
LeBron was a lot
LeBron
younger.
was
LeBron was
18.
younger.
Let's be clear.
LeBron was
LeBron was
18.
22 in his first
He was a lot
finals
younger.
In his
No,
first final, he was
I mean,
22.
but it was. I'm talking about okay, that's fine. Okay, years.
People
okay.
enter the league
That's
at
still-
22.
I mean, that's different. It was different for them back in the day. If you don't think MJ could probably still do, if he could have definitely done that. If he wanted to. If he wanted to come out of high school, he definitely could have. If we're being honest. If we're being honest with ourselves, he could definitely come out.
I'm just going to say this.
Okay.
Right now,
What you gonna say?
Prime.
Okay.
Prime Jordan.
What?
Prime Jordan
Okay.
playing against the team that he had when he was in his prime. Pippen, Kerr, all them.
Paxson, all them. Okay.
All them.
Okay.
Would they have beat the Warriors?
Which one? Which team? Which Warriors team?
KD, Steph, Clay.
KD, Steph,
Draymond.
Clay.
No. I don't think anybody's beating that team, though, if we're being honest.
I agree.
If we're being
agree.
honest. Notes? What you about to say right here, bro? You about to say something? Say it. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Wait. First off, let me be clear. I believe the 72-10 Bulls were the greatest team of all time because they did have the regular season win record and they won the chip. The reason I don't but I do believe that the 2016-17 Warriors would beat the Bulls in a 7-game
that
series.
That team is the best team
It's
ever.
just the best team ever assembled.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think nobody's beating that team. LeBron's not beating that team.
No,
we
not
saw
at all.
LeBron lose in 5.
I mean, he had Kyrie and
K.
K-Love, and they lost in 5, and
Yeah.
LeBron almost averaged a triple-double.
Honestly,
Wait,
to tell you the
without
truth,
Kyrie
I
and
don't
K-Love.
think Jordan beats
No, that was the year
the
after
Warriors
they
without
won the
KD.
title.
That's crazy to say.
Wait,
that's
huh?
crazy.
Who's running around
That's
with
crazy.
Clay and
That's
Steph
crazy.
all
Bro,
game?
Bro, Scotty.
Steve Kerr.
We have Scotty. We have Dennis Rodman. We have a bunch of people,
Well,
bro.
I think
Scotty.
Well,
we have a bunch of people.
I think Scotty would face KD though.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about Jordan going against the team without KD. So it's just Draymond, Steph, and Clay.
That team, bro, that Bulls team is 1,000%. Right, I think that team is beating that 73-9 team 100%.
It's hard because no one's really guarding MJ and no one's really guarding Steph.
I think you
Yeah,
put.
who
You
is
can
guarding-
understand. You can put
guarding
MJ. You
Jordan?
can put MJ on Steph. We can put MJ on Steph. Put Steve Kerr.
You have to put Draymond
Yeah,
on
but
that.
who's
You're
guarding?
going to have to put Draymond on Jordan.
Nobody's guarding Jordan. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's.
Yeah,
nobody's
Draymond
saying-
can't
Nobody's guarding Jordan.
Yeah.
Like that's not a sticking Jordan. Prime Jordan. 72% Jordan. Nobody's sticking him in the league.
We're agreeing with you here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're with you. We're with you.
But
I'm just
what?
saying.
But what I'm
I'm just
saying
saying.
is 2s and 3s.
What you mean?
Steph and Clay are shooting 3s. Jordan shooting 2s.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. But I think
not a good 3-point
And the
shooter.
thing is, too, most likely Jordan's going to probably take over that game shooting 2s.
Right.
Steph and Clay are taking over that game shooting 3s.
But he's
so
a front
no
runner.
matter
He's a
what,
front runner. He got to be ahead like 20 points to him start making threes though,
Hey,
for sure.
hey,
for
hey,
sure though.
I'm with
He's
you
a
on
front
that.
runner for sure.
He's a
So I
front
don't think
runner.
that team. I don't think that team has enough
Steph's a
to
front
beat.
runner.
I don't think that team has enough to beat that 72-10 team. I don't think so. I don't think that 73-9 team. They have Draymond Green, who was decent but not like wild. Klay Thompson can't get a shot off by himself. Steph,
We're talking about back in the day.
we
Give
are
him a little bit of respect.
But like
Give him a
still,
little bit of respect,
yeah,
you know.
but like still, he's still not doing that. Like he's not.
But
like,
he's not that type of person. He's a catch and shoot kind of.
He's a
that's what I'm
catch and
saying.
shoot guy.
We're sitting on that. Like
Yeah.
if we're running them off 3-point line, then we got Steph Curry. We're putting MJ on Steph Curry for sure.
Yeah,
and
we're
I
gonna
think we're
have-
beating that team 100%.
Man said we're putting MJ on Steph Curry.
Yes.
What
So
I'm saying, he's not guarding.
Now
MJ
think
is
about
not
that.
guarding Steph
Why
Curry.
not?
though.
MJ will not guard Steph Curry because then he's going to be too tired on offense.
I mean,
He's going to be too tired
That's
off.
true.
That's your
And
best
who's gonna
scorer. You
create
going to put him on their
okay,
best
so
scorer?
we can put like later in the game, then we can switch
Also,
it
now
up.
we're rotating.
I mean, I feel like that's every team that like LeBron doesn't guard the best player on the other.
unless if he has to.
Unless he has to, like how Intre does. If we're being honest, right? If we're being honest,
If we're being honest,
Scottie
yeah.
Pippen is guarding the best player, bro.
huh?
I'm saying.
I mean, down the stretch though, if you put, I think you might put MJ on him
Good playmaker.
for sure, for
Okay.
sure. We still have Dennis Rodman. I forgot.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a great
that's
point.
true.
It's a
Hey,
great
that's
point.
true.
That's very true.
We have also Dennis Rodman, who's a very
I don't
good
think
defender.
JaVale McGee was on that team though.
He's a great
I mean,
interior.
JaVale McGee is irrelevant for this conversation.
But
if we're
at
being
the
honest.
end of the day, when you're thinking about the Warriors, it don't matter because for some reason, the Warriors, when they shoot threes, they don't miss. You can't make a rebound if you're not missing.
That's true.
yeah, but if we there,
And then defensively,
We're there.
Robin was always in the paint. Steph and Clay ain't gonna go to the paint. They gonna shoot the three. And then Draymond gonna just slide up to the top of the key, take his long shot,
I feel
miss
like-
it, and gonna go to the other side of the court, just like a normal.
I feel like though Dennis Rodman can step out into the perimeter defense a little bit, guard somebody. I feel like he can for sure.
It's not. It can't be an all day thing.
No, I'm not saying
not
it
at
can be. I'm not saying it can
But
be.
that's the thing, though. That's what they're gonna do. They're literally gonna run these. Them little boys, them little light skinned boys, are literally gonna run around the court the whole day.
Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the day, that team just doesn't have enough. Like they don't have enough to be like if Curry.
They do
like,
because they have
if
the
we be honest,
three-pointer.
Curry
they have the 3-pointer.
He's not making it unless he's winning. That's my point. Like, he's not making it unless he's winning. Curry's a front runner. He's a front runner. If we're being honest, he's a front runner.
I can't disagree.
He has to be up 50 million points trying to start making something.
Nah,
I can't disagree there. I can't disagree there.
I can, bro.
Bro, what?
I can't disagree.
Curry
there.
can hit any time of the game, bro.
I'm obviously not, but I'm saying like he's not gonna like really be impactful unless he's winning.
No, I just don't think that's true. I think
that's a fact.
Okay.
I think that's him to a team, but I think
You think Steph is a front runner?
Yes,
so.
he is a front runner.
How did they get the best record in the league as him as a front runner? Then
I mean, I'm not saying like
No,
I'm saying when it
I'm not
matters.
talking about
When it-
regular season.
when
I'm
it
talking about when
matters.
it matters.
When it matters. When it
Like
matters.
all
What
in the
is Steph doing?
postseason, I see Jordan Poole, Clay, Andrew Wiggins going off, and then like when Golden State is up 18, here comes Steph with the shot, and he doing this.
Yeah, doing that.
Hey.
Yeah.
For the people that can't see, he just strutted his
he
stuff.
did. He
Killed that. He definitely killed that. He definitely ate that up.
For sure. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that MJ debate. I think MJ is not smoking. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
smoking.
come on now, because you
I
did
wouldn't
say the
so.
score is
I
going to be
wouldn't say- I
11-9,
get
11-10.
I would get canceled, but I think 11-10 is for sure MJ.
I don't think it's going to
don't
necessarily
think-
be close because honestly, to tell the truth, strategically, all Bron is going to do, he's going to get the ball. He's really going to back him down to the paint.
I feel like we very under like
Bro,
MJ's not like a skinny dude.
Bro, Bron is way bigger than Jordan.
Yeah, but he's 216 versus 260.
What's Jordan?
Jordan's like 220. Go on there. Put a little muscle on there,
That's
bro.
50 pounds.
I know, I understand that, but he's not like he's shooting that fade. We sitting. We're sitting.
But
I
the understand is, EJ, that's 50 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah, I get that.
You really think Jordan is stopping somebody 50
I don't
pounds?
think he's stopping him, but I think he get
and about what, 4 inches taller than him?
With a better 3-point shot somehow.
3.
Why do you keep bringing up this
I mean,
better
I'm just
thing?
saying,
He
he's a better
shoots 3 more percent. Like, come on, bro.
It still
That's
don't
not-
matter.
LeBron
At the
can
end
make
of the
long
day.
distance
I
shots.
fucking
Jordan
MJ can
can't.
too. MJ when he's down 11-9 or 10-9 and he needs
Oh,
that bucket.
don't
when
give me
when
that
he's down
clutch
when he
back.
needs that bucket when he needs that bucket, what MJ
When it
doing? He
comes
making
down
it.
to his hat, but the clutch factor is win in those 6 seasons, right?
Exactly.
Where was the
Where
clutch?
was that clutchness against
Where was the clutch
Detroit?
factor before those
I
6
mean,
seasons?
Anywhere on the Wizards. Anywhere on the Wizards.
Like, are we like we're counting that for
Bro,
real?
what year
Yes,
was that?
we
for him?
are.
Because
Because
Are we
LeBron
counting the
played
Laker
12
years for
straight, bro.
LeBron?
That's
Are we
his
counting the
career.
Laker years
Like
for
I said
LeBron?
at the
He's
beginning.
also older.
Huh?
He's also older. Like,
As old as LeBron is right now.
Wait,
And
what?
where were they at their careers?
Okay. I mean, yeah. The longevity you have me there for sure. For sure, you have me at longevity. But I'm talking about when MJ's in his prime and when LeBron is in his prime. MJ is beating LeBron James in a one-on-one situation, 2-11, 1-2s.
What's prime LeBron?
Yeah, what's prime LeBron?
Okay,
Because
prime
this man is
LeBron.
prime LeBron.
Okay,
Bron
no,
is still
prime
scoring,
LeBron.
averaging what?
That's what I'm saying.
28
No,
points.
here's my opinion. I think prime athleticism. I think it was 2009 to 2013, not to his final year in Miami.
2018
but
LeBron.
I mean, his full, complete version of himself was 2018 LeBron.
One of the audience members just relayed a question that we did not answer. Who gets the ball first?
I mean,
Who gets
Did we
Bron?
say Bron because we're
LeBron is
shooting
hitting
and that's
the
what
three.
he
I mean, he's
translated to the
shooting
3-pointer?
Yeah.
Because we're shooting for ball first, right? So we're saying that Bron is going to hit the 3 before Jordan does, right?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it would have been
let's make it take
Make it take it. Yeah.
Let's make it take it. Yeah.
Take it.
Bron.
No,
Bron
I got
wins.
MJ. That's what I'm saying. But, also,
But that's the thing. If Jordan missed, he better get the rebound because if he don't, that's game.
I mean, LeBron is a better defender, though. So
No,
Who?
because LeBron ain't gonna look as foolish as
Is it
people
one
look.
possession? So if you miss, you got to get the ball over?
I'm saying.
No, but what we're
That's what I'm
saying,
saying. This is wild.
Cam is in the audience and he made a good point. Cam made a good point. Cam said that whether you shoot or not, that doesn't mean you get the rebound. That means that if you shoot and miss, the other person gets the rebound, take it out. So you can't
it's
get
not-
your own
it's
rebound.
Possession. It's possession.
So it's possession. All right. So now basically what we're saying that if Jordan missed, he can't get the ball back. So that means that Bron get the ball. I don't think he giving
But
up.
if Bron missed, he's not getting the ball back.
But
either.
Bron understands his strength, and he's not dumb. He understands I'm 6'8",
Jordan-
6'7",
Jordan a little cocky,
and 260.
Jordan he's a little cocky.
Yeah,
bro.
Jordan cocky, holding the ball from his palm and doing this to all
and then
to
we getting past him.
defenders.
We getting past him with
And
a little
everybody
one
looks
triple pull
foolish.
up.
LeBron, you taking
They
that
be
ball.
glassing that.
You
We
taking
coming
that
back.
ball.
Oh my God. I really want to see that.
How many times have Bron act like you've crossed him and came out of nowhere and threw your stuff to the next century?
Lil bro be gone. I ain't gonna lie. He got some long strides.
Exactly, and he has long arms too.
He a little 6'8" demon, but like at the end of the day, I got MJ. I got MJ off with a pure mental standpoint, and also like I think
my God.
And I think that he's just gonna beat him. I just think he's gonna beat him in the one-on-one situation.
Standpoint,
because MJ is a better one-on-one player than LeBron James.
No,
that's facts.
You just brought up mental standpoint.
Okay, talk to me about the mental standpoint.
So, are you saying Michael Jordan is mentally tougher than LeBron James?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Michael Jordan, who quit twice, is mentally stronger than LeBron James?
Whoa. All right, bro. So, see, if you lose your father here,
I don't care.
If you lose your father,
we don't even got to get into that because that's a
little dark, though.
But at the end of the day, shouldn't that necessarily, because his father really loved him playing basketball, right? Shouldn't that push you to want to be better?
Baseball. He wanted to be a baseball player,
and he should have never did that because Jesus Christ,
he couldn't do that pretty well.
Jesus Christ, there's only one person that played a different sport that came in and there's only two, maybe two. And I'm going to say Bo Jackson,
and Deion Sanders.
Yep. Are the only two players that literally played another sport and literally came into this mug and said baseball was their thing.
And also, plus, that was football, guys. Football is king. But go ahead.
But I feel like a lot of people could do that right now. Patrick Mahomes could do that for sure. He could dominate two sports. He was Kyler Murray could also do that.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, all the top stars right now were multiple sport players in high school. Literally, Matt Stafford, top really good quarterback, played baseball and football and basketball. Patrick Mahomes played baseball, basketball, and football. So now it's getting into high school now. Why don't we all play multiple sports? If people in the pros did it, why can't y'all do it?
Yeah. It's
Justin Fields, too.
Well, he's not a very good quarterback, so we don't count him. Justin Fields, but we don't count him.
Wow. But at the end of the day, he still had he still could have got drafted to the pros.
He could play both. But it takes a lot. It takes like you have to be good at both, like really good at both sports. You know what I mean? It's hard. That's hard to do. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little hard to be professional at baseball and football. It's kind of you can't really do that unless you're like.
Exactly. That's why only two people really did it.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson just dominated. It was just off the charts.
Yeah.
And then Deion Sanders, there was one point they said when they hired Mike Zimmer as a football analyst for their team, they said that Mike Zimmer called Deion Sanders during the playoffs. It was the start of the football season, the end of the baseball season. He said, Deion, I need you. I need you to come over here, and I need you during football. Said, I need you to go guard this guy. Never play all year and anything like that. This man literally signed a one-day contract that locked down one person, locked him down, and then went back to play baseball the next week. The guy had no catches.
That's why.
That's next level right there.
For you to transition to two sports that quickly, to go from football to baseball or baseball to football and then go back to baseball and still be dominant, come on now.
Something that Jordan could not do. Because he was not good at baseball.
Honestly, to tell you the truth,
not at all.
Not saying that Jordan wasn't even in the MLB. Wasn't he like AAA or something like that? He never made it to the MLB. He was terrible. Honestly, when you saw Space Jam and he was striking out, that's exactly what he was doing. That man couldn't hit a foul tip.
Yep.
Bro, I know kids right now that could probably play better than Jordan.
All four right there can play better baseball than Jordan. All right.
But I think that's our time. I think we probably got to wrap up real quick.
Yeah, so everybody, that's going to be the end of this podcast. Thank all of you. Thank all of you for coming out.
Appreciate everybody that came out to support us today.
Can I say something? Hey, let's just give it up for K Brown for all he did getting it organized. Another W for the best analyst in sports. Let's go, K Brown.
Let's go.
Okay, one last comment.
Hey, quiet down.
One last comment. Actually, no. Okay, one last comment. EJ. First off, again, thanks to everybody, and I also want to let you know this will not be the last time we do this. I'm hoping we can actually get working speakers if we get it in the field house. So we can enhance this. I hope all of you comes out. And also, special thanks to the Be More You podcast. Be More You is a Pius-focused podcast run by Mr. Davidson, who was gracious enough to provide the equipment for our show today. You can follow the Be More You podcast on all podcast platforms. Also, thank you to Ethan right here for setting up, and will be helping us clean up. And yet again, thanks to all of you all for coming out. That's going to do it for today's episode. We'll see y'all next week.
Toodles.